guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gaynor.
Aidan.
I'm Sophie.
And today we're doing Is Your Red the Same as My Red? So I think this is about how different people see different colours. There was a thing that I saw where it was a dress, and to me it was a gold and white dress. But Aidan looked at it and it was blue and black.
I still, to this day, believe that she was just lying to me.
It was gold.
No, it wasn't white and gold. It was it just wasn't. I even showed you the photo about 20 minutes ago and you were like, yeah, that's blue and black.
Yeah, but when that picture that I seen that day was a gold and white dress.
Someone just changed the colour of the photo and posted it or something.
Like turned up the brightness or something.
Enhanced the brightness or something, yeah. Just
but anyway,
like that. But what would you like? What if the case was that everyone saw colour differently, but no one knew, type thing?
Well, there's people that are colourblind, isn't there? So, like, you come up to a set of traffic lights and you only know what the colours are because you know the order is red, amber,
No,
green.
I know, but what I'm saying is like, what if my red was your green and your purple was my blue, but we don't know because we don't see the other colours, but that's just what we call them, so.
Yeah, bit of a conspiracy.
We don't really think about it because, like, this to you, like, to me is black, but to you could be yellow. But what you see as yellow, you call black. So we don't really think about anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be
weird.
weird.
It's weird. Like, I remember learning like in science how like nothing is actually like that colour. So like this chair, for example, isn't actually
if you
blue.
put like zoomed in on it, it would be like loads of little different colours.
Well, that's like blood, isn't it?
Strange.
Blood is blue. It's only once it hits the
Oxygen.
surface.
But is it really blue?
No, I don't believe that.
Well, I can look at my veins, the blue.
But when it it's when it oxygenates, when oxygen hits blood is when it goes red.
Yeah, no, I know that, but allegedly.
Well,
if you put a camera inside your body or something and went through it.
Look how blue my veins are.
Yeah, like mine are really blue as well.
Mine are more green.
Pale.
But if I just got a knife now and sliced, it'd be red.
Yeah, I know. Right, let's have a look at this anyway, see what this is about.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. This appears blue. This appears yellow. And this appears green. Those of us with normal color vision can probably agree. But that doesn't change the fact that color is an illusion. Color as we know it does not exist in the outside world beyond us, like gravity or protons do. Instead, color is created inside our heads. Our brains convert a certain range of the electromagnetic spectrum into color. I can measure the wavelength of radiation, but I can't measure or observe the experience of a color inside your mind.
Can I just say something else before this video kind of starts? It's impossible to think of a new colour.
Why?
Well, just try. You can't think of it. Every colour you would try and think of is already a colour.
But you can do different shades.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, if you've got red, you can have dark red, light red.
Yeah, but that's already a colour.
Like burgundy, fuchsia.
It's already a colour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you can't invent another colour.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you can invent a shade.
Yeah, but the shades are already invented.
Like on the paint tool, you know, on Word you like drag it and it's like, ooh.
I'm like saying, like, if you just can't think of all the colours in the world have supposedly been found.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but you just can't think of another colour.
No, just shades.
Stop saying shades.
So, how do I know that when you and me look at a strawberry, and in my brain, this perception occurs, which I call red, that in your brain, a perception like this doesn't occur, which you have, of course, also learned to call red. We both call it red, we communicate effectively, and walk away.
But you were just
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Just how different each of our internal experiences really were. Of course, we already know that not everybody sees color in exactly the same way. One example would be color blindness. but we can diagnose and discuss these differences because people with the conditions fail to see things that most of us can. Conceivably, though, there could be ways of seeing...
Hang on. Can you see the numbers there?
Yeah. I can see 2. I can see 7.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, same.
The other ones aren't even different colours. They're all like the same 3 colours.
Yeah.
It's not really going to help, is it?
No.
I don't think you're meant to be able to see anything, to be honest.
Because if you did, does that mean like you've got colourblindness or something?
I don't know, but that says normal.
Yeah, and we can see.
Don't know what these are.
Yeah.
Conceivably, though, there could be ways of seeing that we use that cause colors to look differently in different people's minds without altering their performances on any tests we could come up with. Of course, if that were the case, wouldn't some people think other colors looked better than others, or that some colors were more complementary of others? Well, yeah, but doesn't that already happen? This matters because it shows how fundamentally, in terms of our perceptions, we are all alone in our minds. Let's say I met an alien from a faraway solar system who, lucky enough, could speak English, but had never and could never feel pain. I could explain to the alien that pain is sent through A delta and C fibers to the spinal cord. The alien could learn every single cell and pathway and process and chemical involved in the feeling of pain. The alien could pass a biology exam about pain and believe that pain to us generally is a bad thing. But no matter how much he learned, the alien would never actually feel pain. Philosophers call these ineffable, raw feelings qualia. And our inability to connect physical phenomenon to these raw feelings, our inability to explain and share our own internal qualia, is known as the explanatory gap. This gap is confronted when describing color to someone who has been blind their entire life. Tommy Edison has never been able to see. He has a YouTube channel where he describes what being blind is like. It's an amazing...
I thought they were talking about the guy who invented the light bulb then. I was like... well, what? He couldn't even see.
Tommy Edison.
Yeah, how would you describe a colour to someone without using another colour?
Well, I think when you're blind, all your other senses... I'm going to sneeze.
Really enhanced, like really...
Yeah, they say that, don't they? They say, yeah.
Like, you can hear really well. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm going to sneeze to sneeze. But
Look at the light.
I am, but that's too
Squeeze
bright.
your nose.
Chew.
It's gone.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so all your other senses are a lot stronger, like your smell, your touch.
But that all goes out the window when it comes to colour.
It does, but I think it's like, have you ever read a book? And
No.
Well, we know you haven't. But have you ever read a book where you build what the character looks like?
Yeah.
Oh my god, right, I've had this conversation so much with my friends. Because, like, some people, like, when some people are reading, like, it literally, or they just see the words, like, physically. Whereas me, when I'm reading, it's like a full-on, like, movie in my head. And I've got, like, full, like, visualizations of the characters, where they live, like, where, like, you know, the kitchen is, where, like, a full map of everything in my head, like it's a whole little world. Yeah. Whereas for some people, it's just like words on a page.
Yeah.
I used to, like, I've read a book, like, I have read a book before. Yeah. But when I read, like, especially a book, when I finish a page, I've forgotten what, like, the last page I just read was about. Like, I'm just looking at the words, and by the time I get to the next line, I've forgotten what the previous line was. Do you know what I mean?
But when you're reading, can you, like, imagine it in your mind?
Yeah, I would do that, to be fair.
Because some people don't. What do you do?
No, for me, I read the Christian Grey books, what they're called.
Oh, 50 Shades.
50 Shades. So I had built up a picture of what he looked like.
Yes.
And then when the movie came out, I was so disappointed.
A lot of people said that.
Because that's not who he was. In my mind, he didn't look like that.
Yes, yeah. No, I get you. disappointing.
Yeah.
How rude of them not to get the character in your mind correct.
They should have asked me to pick.
Why didn't
Off
they
a
do that?
lineup.
Yeah,
Why didn't they do that?
I'd have given a lineup. I think Matthew McConaughey would have done a bigger job. That's a better job. That's how it
Matthew McConaughey. Is he like blondie? Like,
yeah.
How was he written in the books? Was he written dark haired or blonde?
I can't remember. I think it said dark wavy hair.
Oh. I mean, he could have dyed it.
Yeah.
Just so interesting.
Entire life. Tommy Edison has never been able to see. He has a YouTube channel where he describes what being blind is like. It's an amazing channel. In one video, he talks about colors and how strange and foreign of a concept it seems to him. Sighted people try to explain, for instance, that red is hot and blue is cold. But to someone who has never seen a single color, that just seems weird. And as he explains, it has never caused him to finally see a color. Some philosophers, like Daniel Dennett, argue that qualia may be private and ineffable simply because of a failure of our own language, not because they are necessarily always going to be impossible to share. There may be an alien race that communicates in a language that causes colors to appear in your brain without your retina having to be involved at all, or without you having to have ever needed to actually see the color yourself. Perhaps even in English, he says, given millions and billions of words used in just the right way, it may be possible to adequately describe a color such that a blind person could see it for the first time. Or you could figure out that once and for all, yes, or no, in fact, you and your friend do not see the same red. But for now, it remains the case that we have no way of knowing if my red is the same as your red. Maybe one day our language will allow us to share and find out. Or maybe it never will. I know it's frustrating to not have an answer, but the mere fact that you guys can ask me about my internal experiences, and the mere fact that I can ask my friends, and we can all collectively wonder at the concept of qualia, is quite incredible, and also quite human. Animals can do all sorts of clever things that we do. They can use tools, problem solve, communicate, cooperate, exhibit curiosity, plan for the future. And although we can't know for sure, many animals certainly act as if they feel emotions, loneliness, fear, joy. Apes have even been taught to use language to talk to us humans. It's a sort of sign language that they've used to do everything from answer questions to express emotion or even produce novel thoughts. Unlike any other animal, these apes are able to understand language and form responses at about the level of a 2.5-year-old human child. But there's something that no signing ape has ever done.
I suppose.
No ape has ever...
Have you ever seen ants carry a leaf?
Yeah, they can. How many times their body weight can they carry?
I'm not sure, but I remember just seeing this leaf just moving slowly across the ground, and underneath it was just loads and loads of lines of ants carrying it.
I think it might be like 100 times their body weight or something.
Yeah, it's a lot. And also, when I went to the zoo, they had these monkeys in cages, and they had this tiny, it was only about this big, this tiny little monkey. And I went over and I put my finger in, and it held my finger, and then it was going and pointing, and it's pointing to tell me where the key is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like, they're so clever, and
Yeah.
like, especially like monkeys and stuff, they're so intelligent.
It's telling me
Yeah,
this
you
is
say
where-
that, but like, we're smarter than them.
Oh, but
They're so intelligent, are they? Like, realistically, they're actually quite not.
No, they are. You think, like, how do you train a dog to lead a blind person? Like,
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
only joking.
Yeah.
I'm only joking.
and like, I just find it fascinating. Like, is it parrots and they can talk?
yeah, you can
Yeah.
teach them.
How?
Yeah. My
crazy.
mum's friend had a parrot, and it used to land on her head, and it used to pluck her eyebrows.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen a video of some monkey like going up to some guy, unzipping his jacket and putting it on himself.
Oh, I saw that the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very clever.
They're just like most like us though, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're very similar.
Asked a question. Joseph Jordania's Who Asked the First Question is a great
Talking about the apes there.
Yeah.
No ape has ever asked a question.
Okay.
Joseph Jordania's Who Asked the First Question is a great read on this topic, and it's available for free online. For as long as we have been able to use sign language to communicate with apes, they have never wondered out loud about anything that we might know that they don't. Of course, this does not mean that apes and plenty of other animals aren't curious. They obviously are. But what it suggests is that they lack a theory of mind, an understanding that other people have separate minds, that they have knowledge, access to information that you might not have. Even us humans aren't born with a theory of mind. And there's a famous experiment to test when a human child first develops a theory of mind. It is called the Sally Ann test. During the test, researchers tell children a story about Sally and Ann. Sally and Ann have a box and a basket in their room. They also happen to have a delicious cookie. Now Sally takes the cookie and puts it inside the box, and then Sally leaves the room. While Sally is gone, Ann comes over to the box, takes the cookie out, and puts the cookie inside the basket. Now when Sally comes back, the researchers ask the children, where will Sally look for the cookie? Obviously, Sally will look in the box. That's where she left it. She has no way of knowing what Ann did while she was gone. But until the age of about 4, children will insist that Sally will check the basket, because after all, that's where the cookie is. The child saw Ann move the cookie, so why wouldn't Sally also know? Young children fail to realize that Sally's mental representation of the situation, her access to information, can be different than their own. And apes who know sign language but never ask us questions are doing the same thing. They're failing to recognize that other individuals have similar cognitive abilities and can be used as sources of information. So, we are all alone with our perceptions. We are alone in our own minds. We can both agree that chocolate tastes good, but I cannot climb into your consciousness and experience what chocolate tastes like to you. I can never know if my red looks the same as your red, but I can ask. So stay human, stay curious, and let the entire world know that you are. And as always, thanks for watching.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it is, but after all that, really, we still end up in the same position before we watch the video without an answer.
Yeah.
But, do you know what I mean? It is one of them things that it's like...
So if you were speaking to a blind person,
right,
how would you describe the colour yellow to them?
I would say it's bright, something that would hurt your eyes, maybe if you looked right into it.
Because I'm thinking they can feel the sun, and even when you close your eyes, you can still see. Have you ever been washing your hair in the shower? Yeah, but
they're not just there with their eyes closed, they're blind. They can't see the red coming through their eyelids.
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is you can feel the warmth on your face, so they...
But then they might associate the warmth with like a blue, or like...
That's what you said before, it was like you might refer red as hot and blue as cold, but that won't actually tell them anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because they've never seen... You see, it's impossible. It's impossible.
It's really interesting.
It's very interesting.
I feel like one day they will come up with something for that to be a thing.
I hope that I could just imagine if it just comes out that everyone, with everyone's colour that they see as that colour, green being green, red being red, everyone sees it a little bit differently. I think that would be cool.
Yeah,
I think we do. I think because everyone's brains are so different. And
like if someone came up to me and said, "Oh, you look good in blue," but to them it's actually red.
Yeah.
And to me it's blue. Then what? Do you know what I mean? It's like it's.
Well, then you'd look good in red.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's never the case. That's not happening. Yeah, it is a weird one though, isn't it? I don't think it. I think we all see the same colour and stuff anyway, though. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I think we all see.
Every
as long
colour.
as you're not clinically colourblind.
Unless you're colourblind,
Yeah.
and you might see shades differently, but I think everyone with normal eyesight sees the same colour.
Mm.
So what colour would you say that is?
Green. No, I would say it's like a dark turquoise.
Teal, I would say.
Yeah, teal. Dark turquoise.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's more blue than green.
Yeah, it is.
It's blue. Let's just say
I
blue.
would call it petrol coloured.
Petrol's normally see-through when I fill up my car.
But it's like an oil slick where it's a bit like grey.
It is a bit of an awkward one because it's not fully blue, is it?
That's all we're going to be doing now all day.
What colour would you say that is?
Chocolate brown.
See, it's got like a little maroon tint to it though. No,
it
it's
has
brown. It's
actually,
brown
hasn't
though.
it? A little bit of a purple tinge.
Yeah.
I don't see any purple tint.
No, I see a maroon tint, but I would say brown.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting distracted now. Jesus, just saying the name of the colours of everything. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.